Danny Line here. Today we're going to be talking about the Kiwi ear Cadenzas. Now these only cost $35, but they actually sound very expensive. It's probably one of the most detailed, cleanest, clearest set of headphones I've ever heard in my life. I know I should probably be calling them in-ear monitors and not headphones, but I got a bad habit of calling things headphones. Now there are a few things you want to think about before going out and buying these, but for $35, you are not going to get something that sounds better. I mean, this is just crazy good, but there are a few things that I wish were slightly different. Now, I've got my camera in product mode, so I think it's focusing on the microphone instead of my face, but if I do this, it focuses on the product really quick, so I guess there's a couple of trade-offs there. But one thing I don't like about these is if you turn the volume up a little bit, these go from sounding crystal clear to everything sounding kind of blending together. So these are great at medium to low listening levels. I mean, the detail is insane, the high end is insane, and the other problem is they're lacking low end. There's very little low end. Now, if you have an EQ on your phone, simple fix. Just boost the low end and bam, you got a very balanced set of headphones. Now, behind me, you can probably see my home stereo. Many years ago, I picked up the very best set of bookshelf speakers you can buy from my favorite brand, and those things sound good. But when I listen to these, all right, I take these out, turn on that stereo, and that sounds muddy and dull because these things are very focused on the high end, the treble, the high mids. Somehow they're able to make these extremely bright. These things are extremely bright, but they're able to do it without it sounding harsh, brittle, or fatiguing. So if you don't mind a set of headphones that's a little shy on the bass and you like that bright, crystal clear, highly detailed sound, $35, guys. $35. These sound like they should probably cost $200 or $300. I'm not kidding. Like I said, though, you do got to keep in mind if you're a loud listener, these do seem to start to sound kind of all blended together once you turn up the volume. So they're not perfect. I mean, for a $35 set of headphones, there's going to be some issues or things you don't like, but these have no right to sound this good for only $35. Now, if you're a bass head, if you absolutely love bass, don't buy these. Do not get these if you need a whole lot of bass because the bass is definitely lacking. What it sounds like is somebody took the bass knob on your home stereo and just turned it all the way down. The bass is there. It hits the low notes. The low subwoofer like bass is there. It's just kind of really low, buried down behind everything else. So it's got the bass. It's just barely noticeable is the problem. Now, I recently picked up the little FIO KA15 DAC, and this thing is killer. It's got a great EQ built into it. You do have to download the app to run it, but the EQ built into this is so good. It's basically like a parabolic EQ or just a regular EQ. You can kind of use it either way, but the EQ is so good. You can dial in the sound exactly the way you want it on just about any set of headphones. So if I need some more bass, this gives it to me. Now, the phone app that runs this is a little bit slow and a little bit laggy, but the only thing you need it for is setting up the EQ. All the other settings you can just change right on the buttons on the DAC itself once you plug it into your phone with the USB-C cable. Killer little product. Kind of crappy software, but it works. So if I crank up the bass a couple of notches and turn down the treble a little bit, these things sound extremely good, extremely well balanced, and I love the way they sound. So if you're willing to do a little bit of EQ work, if you have an EQ available, you can make these things sound awesome. But for $35, these are going to be my new favorite like beater headphones. I mean, if I go out somewhere and I'm worried, hey, maybe I'll lose them or something, and you don't want to take an expensive set of headphones, or I should say in-ear monitors with you, $35. Killer sound, lacking the bass, but killer sound for $35. And if you were to lose something like this, it wouldn't be that horrible compared to losing like a $100 or $1,200 or $47,000 bazillion dollar set of monitors. I mean, that wouldn't be good. Back in the day, if you spent $35 on a set of headphones or in-ear monitors or something, they would sound like crap. These sound like an expensive set of speakers or an expensive set of headphones. These just sound crazy good. I mean, something like this would have cost $200-$300 back in the day. I'm not kidding. $200-$400 to get sound like this. If you don't mind something lacking the bass, these sound very expensive, and you cannot go wrong with these. I will put a link in the video's description where you can get this and where you can get one of these little DACs if you're interested. I mean, there's a lot of DACs out there, right? There's a lot of DACs out there. This one is a little bit brighter than the cheaper DACs I've been using. It sounds a little bit nicer, so that's a pretty good deal. I mean, it's not a huge improvement over the cheap little $10 DACs, but, you know, it's definitely an improvement. Plus, you get the crazy good EQ, which is the main reason I purchased it. These are way too good for 35 bucks. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to find anything that sounds this good. Now, I did try the True Theory Zeros for 25 bucks, and those are nice, right? But they don't sound like this. They don't have this crazy crystal clear, super detailed sound. Those sound nice. They're only $25. I'll put a link to those as well. Might as well, right? But yeah, these are super nice. Super, super, super nice for 35 bucks. If you only want to spend 25, the True Theory Zero or Zero 2s are very nice. Those probably sound a little bit more balanced. They have a little bit more low end, but they don't have the crystal clear detail like these have. So if you're looking for just detailed and crystal clear where you can hear every little teeny tiny thing, as long as you're not listening at a loud volume, like I said, they kind of start to blend together. But these are totally worth the 35 bucks. I mean, you can't beat it. You cannot go wrong for $35. You really can't. I mean, I don't understand how they can make something to sound this good for only 35 bucks. You're just kind of lacking the bass, and they're not good for loud listening. Huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for the extra support. It really helps this channel keep running and bringing you videos just like this. If you check out the pinned comment or the video's description, you'll see my affiliate links where you can get some really amazing stuff from lighting, cameras, microphones, stuff for your kitchen, stuff to make your room look cool, and all kinds of amazing stuff. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe watch one of these other videos that are just about to pop up on the screen here in just a second. Thank you so much for watching. You guys and gals are amazing. Lighting out. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. See ya.